Hi guys, how you doing today? So today we're going to learn some balance poses. So we're going to start with our normal warm up, the sun salutations, and then we're going to introduce balance. I love balance. Sometimes though balance poses can be frustrating, but they can also be really rewarding. So if you're someone that has is kind of a little wobbly, don't get frustrated. Being wobbly is actually a benefit because the more you wobble, the more your muscles are interacting and engaging. And so those little micro muscles in our legs, our ankles, our feet, our core that we don't get to use a lot, we activate them in balance poses. So the more you wobble, the more you're activating those muscles. So don't get frustrated if you're falling all over the place today. So that's that. So before we get started, go ahead and set your timer for 5 minutes and do your free write journal. Write about whatever you want, or if you need a little guidance or a prompt today, write about your favorite thing about fall or your least favorite thing about fall. So up to you if you want to follow the prompt. You can write about whatever you want again. Okay, set your timers and then come back in 5 minutes and start the class. All right, so starting in a comfortable position, coming to your sit bones. Again, if you want to grab a pillow to place underneath your hips, if you need to straighten your legs to be comfortable, or of course, if you need to grab a chair and sit on a chair, that's fine too. Go ahead and relax the shoulders. Sit up as tall as you can. Shut or soften your eyes and just take a moment to observe your natural breath. Feel the breath as it naturally flows in, naturally flows out. Start to notice how your body feels. Is the breath coming easy? Is the body relaxed? Or is the body tense? Are you holding tension through the face? Are you holding tension through maybe your shoulders or your back? If you are holding tension maybe in your face or your upper body, go ahead and bring your awareness to the place you feel the most tension. And then again, bring the awareness to the breath. And see if you can purposely start to breathe into that area of your body. So if you're feeling the tension through the upper body, breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe out, let go. Use that exhale as a chance to let go. So maybe you'll feel the shoulders drop and soften. Maybe you feel the jaw soften or your tongue soften. Maybe you're holding tension through the toes or the fingers. Let them soften. And then start to find that meaningful 3-part breath. Breathing in through the nose, let the breath start from the bottom of the belly, slowly and smoothly transitioning up towards the ribs, and then up towards the chest. Exhaling through the mouth, breathe out chest, ribs, belly. So it's a nice, smooth inhalation and exhalation. Allowing the body to be relaxed, to be soft. You might even notice when we tell our body to relax and the breath becomes a lot easier. And you can do the same thing with your thoughts. If you're having trouble focusing on the breath or focusing on the body, it might be because the thoughts in your head are loud. See if you can let go of them. Think about what's on your mind. Give it all your focus and attention, and then exhale and let it go. You can choose to let it go for the time being, let it go for an hour, let it go for a week, let it go forever. You choose. Just take a few more breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. One more time. Inhale through center. Exhale, right. Inhale through center. Exhale, left. Come back to center. Make your way to your hands and your knees. Come into that tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hands or hips over knees. We're going to start doing a few cat and cows here. So you're going to inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chest and tailbone up. Exhale, roll your tailbone, round your upper back, tuck your chin. Inhale, relax the belly, drop it down. Chest and tail lift. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Keep going at your own pace. Use the inhale to come into cow pose. Use the exhale to round into cat pose. Again, it's only the middle and the spine of the body that's moving. We're not moving forward or back as we're doing this. The legs and the arms stay nice and still. So it's just the spine and the chest moving. Do one more of each. And then relax into a neutral spine. So again, make sure you're set up in that good alignment because that's going to help us with our downward facing dog. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. You're going to tuck your toes under and you're going to lift your hips up and come into your downward facing dog. So again, you look like an inverted V. You should be using about 75 to 80% of the mat. The heels may be up like this or they may be down to the floor. If this is feeling painful or tight, try to bend the knees a little bit. And again, if you have wrist issues, find a pillow or a blanket and place them underneath the palm. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees a lot, almost like you're trying to get your belly to rest on the top of your thighs. Take opposite hand to elbow, and this is called ragdoll. Relax the head. So a lot of people tend to hike the head up and do this. We're not relaxing through the upper body, so you really got to relax the neck. You want to think about no wrinkles through the back of the neck. You can stay nice and still, or you can sway side to side. Release the arms, press through your feet, and bring a little bit of awareness and engagement into the core. Slowly come up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to begin sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins, look forward, flat back. Exhale, step back, high to low push-up. Drop the knees if you need. Bend the elbows all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra pose, lift the chest. Exhale, back up to your hands and your knees. Downward facing dog. Your eyes should look right between the legs so the head is nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, high to low push up. Bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands, move forward. We're going to start sun salutation B. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees, reach up. Long spine. You want to make sure you're not flaring your ribs out and you're not rounding or hunching your back. So it's a straight line from your skull to your tailbone and arms are soft. Another thing you want to make sure you're not doing is hiking. A lot of times we hold our tension through our shoulders, so relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high to low push up. If you feel confident, don't bend the knee or don't drop the knees, just come all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up behind you, step it through to your hands, warrior one. So our hips are squared, our arms are straight up. The front foot is at 12 o'clock, the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Remember, we don't want these little stances, we want a big stance. So if you have to adjust yourself, step the back foot back. You should feel a stretch through the hips and the leg. And the more you press down through the back heel, the more you're going to feel it. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts behind you. Step it through, warrior one. So my back foot pivots down to 45-degree angle. My front foot is at 12 o'clock. My hips are squared. My arms are straight up. Again, I'm pressing down deeply through both feet, especially this heel. Although there is a variation, if this does not feel good, you can always lift the heel. But if you lift the heel, you want to turn the foot so it's in 12 o'clock too. Good. Press down through the legs, breathe. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale, hands come down, step back, downward facing dog. We'll do one more round of that to really make sure the body's warmed up. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. You can walk or hop your feet to your hands for a little more intensity. If you hop your feet to your hands, bend your knees, hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump. Feet back, high to low push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts to the sky, warrior one. Back foot pivots down. Inhale, reach up. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Hands come down. Step back, down dog. Left leg lifts to the sky, warrior one. Back foot pivots, 45-degree. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, downward facing dog. Come down to the hands and the knees. Take the big toes together. Separate the knees so it's kind of like a triangle. Child's pose. So forehead comes down to the mat if possible. Arms are long. And focus on your breath here. This is a rest pose. Since we just got the heart rate up a little bit, we're just taking a moment to bring the heart rate back down. Come up to your hands and your knees. Downward facing dog. And walk or hop your feet to your hands. Come up to standing. So we're going to learn a few balance poses today. I'm going to teach them and then maybe I'll string them together. We'll see what it feels like. And then we'll do a few other things and that will be it. So I'll teach them and I'll kind of face the camera and then I might turn just so you can see. But obviously it doesn't matter the direction you're in. So the first one we're going to learn, and it's a trickier one, but I like starting with this one first, is eagle pose. So we'll start with the hands. So start with bringing the arms up. Now you're going to take the right arm and you're going to hook it underneath the left arm. From here, some of you might look like this, or you take this right arm that's underneath and you bring the fingertips inside the palm. Okay? If you get this far and it doesn't feel good, you can separate the hands, or there's an option to give yourself a hug. So sometimes we're really tight in the shoulders, and when we try to do this, it creates more pain and more tension in our shoulders. We never want to do that. That's with any yoga pose. If you get into a pose and you're like, this is excruciating, or this is causing too much tension, then I want you to try to modify or email me and ask me how we can change it. Now there's a difference between like an intense stretch. Of course, an intense stretch sometimes feels painful, but not in the way that you're harming the body. So make sure you know the difference between pain and just it being a little intense because your body's not used to it. So again, the right arm underneath, fingertips inside the palm, or a hug, or like this. Then from here, if your arms are down here, see if you can bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. From here, I'm going to ground down through my left foot. I'm going to lift my right leg up. First option is just to wrap it and keep the toes on the ground for a little kickstand. Second option is to bring the toes off the mat. And the third option, which is obviously the hardest, is to wrap those toes all the way around the calf. Okay, so find that eagle pose. And something that really helps in balance is find a focal point. So look and find a spot or something on your wall and stare at it and make sure you're breathing. Another thing that really helps with balance is ground down through your big toe. So whichever toe is on the mat, bring all your weight into that toe. So the left one. Good, release, shake it out. If you're wobbling all over the place, no big deal. Again, it's good for your body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Left arm is going to come underneath this time. Maybe you're here, maybe you go here, or maybe you bring the left fingertips inside of the palm. See if you can bring the shoulders in line with, bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. And then when you're ready, ground down through the right big toe and foot. Lift that left leg, find a kickstand, a balance, or wrap it all the way around your calf. So again, it will look like this to the side. And breathe. Find that spot. In yoga, we call it drishti. It's a focal point. Find your focal point. Good. And release. So that was called eagle pose. We do right side eagle, left side eagle. Next pose we're going to do is standing leg raise. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Ground down through the left leg and lift the right knee up. Find your knee. Find your right knee with the right hand and start to open up. Left hand can reach out. So if you're someone that's naturally very flexible, maybe you have a background in dance or gymnastics, or you're very flexible, an option is to grab your big toe and extend the leg straight. If you know that you're not flexible and you're very new to yoga, please don't even attempt it. Just stay here for now. But if you're someone who wants that added challenge, that is fine. Good. Going right into the next balance pose. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. We're going to bring the knee back to center. Hands are going to be by your side, and you're going to kick the leg straight back and look forward and down. So maybe look right above your mat. And again, ground all your weight down into the left big toe. Arms aren't hiked, they're relaxed, and the back foot is flexed. So again, this is called airplane pose. We're then going to come into warrior three. So same thing, all you're doing is bringing your hands forward. And then standing split. Hands come all the way down and leg lifts up as high as you can, neck is relaxed. Option to stay here or to walk your hands into your ankles. Take one or both hands to the ankle for a full balance. Good. One more breath here. Exhale, release, forward fold, shake out the legs, and come back up to standing. So we're going to do that the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left leg lifts up this time. Ground down through the right leg. Bring your hand to your left knee. Open up. Arm can go out straight. Option to find the big toe or just bend the knee. Breathe. And again, if this is too challenging, just try to lift the leg up or try maybe holding on to something. From here, hands down by the side, bring the knee forward, kick the leg back. Ooh, airplane pose. So again, looking forward, breathing. For whatever reason, we stop breathing in balance poses, I think because we've tried to focus so much. Bring the hands forward for our warrior three pose. And then standing split, hands come down, relax the head, Take one or both hands to the ankle if you'd like, or keep them by your side. One more breath here, and then release. Forward fold, shake it all out. Okay, we're going to learn one more. I love this balance pose too. I love them all actually. It's called tree pose. Reach your arms up, draw your hands to your heart. You're going to take the right leg, kickstand, calf, or inner thigh. Something you do not want to do is place the sole of the foot on the knee joint. You don't want to put it there because it puts a lot of pressure there. So you're either finding a kickstand to your calf or to your inner thigh. Reach your arms up, balance like a tree, feel strong. Good. One more breath here. And breath out, release. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Left leg tree pose, whatever you want, just not the knee joint. Arms reach up. Good, one more breath here. Breath out, release. Good. All right, so that was the balance. We're just gonna finish up with some hips and stretches for the leg, and then that will be a wrap for today. So let's get back into downward facing dog. Actually, we're gonna do it from tabletops. I think it's easier to see. So we're gonna do that half pigeon pose that we did last time. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the right leg forward, and the shin, again, creates the intensity of the stretch. So if you're really tight in the hips, the shin will come down. If you're really flexible, the shin can almost be parallel. From there, the left leg is going to come back, and you're going to come down. You want to be on top of the body. You don't want to slouch over to the right like this or slouch over to the left. You want to really feel it. You'll feel it. If you don't feel it, then you're most likely doing it wrong. So hips are squared, coming down onto my forearms, and then I can relax my head if I want. Take just a few rounds of breath. Try to focus on the breath and focus on the body. Where do you feel the stretch the most? Slowly release, come back up to your arms and come into tabletops. Other side, left shin's gonna come forward. Create the intensity that you need, right leg behind you. When you're ready, start to come down to your forearms. Relax your head. Make sure you're not slouching over. You're just breathing. One more breath here. And breath out, come back up onto the hands. Come back to tabletops. And then come down to your sit bones. Okay, from here, we're gonna take our right ankle to our left knee. So, option to stay here, and to make the stretch a little more intense, you can close off the angle and bring the chest closer to the legs. If you're feeling really good here, imagine like the ankle's glued to the knee, and then you're just gonna drop your shin down. So the legs now are stacking. So sometimes people tend to have the shin back here. You don't want that, you want it right on top. Now if you do this and it doesn't look like this and it looks like this, that's fine. If it looks like this and it doesn't feel good at all, come back here. There's no point to do this if this feels okay. If this still doesn't feel okay and it's still really tight, just straighten the leg a little bit more until it does feel okay. So you can be here, or if this still feels good, you can fold forward and you're gonna start to feel it through the hips and the glutes a little bit more. So just take a few breaths wherever you choose. Meet your body where it is, Yoga's about honoring your body, not, being in your ego and being about, twisting yourself in a pretzel. It's not about that. It's about allowing your body this gift to just move and to stretch and to breathe. When you're ready, slowly come out of it wherever you are. And then the left ankle is going to come to the top of the right knee. You stay right here. Maybe you have to straighten that right leg to make it feel better. Or maybe you keep the ankle glued to the top of the knee. Bring the shin straight down so they're stacked. And again, this is okay. And maybe you come forward. So whatever feels best in your body. Just a few more breaths. Keep the body and face and shoulders. Keep it relaxed. Good. Slowly come up. Now you're going to bring the right leg out, left leg in. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. So the breath's important, especially with stretching like this, because in yoga and with how the breath works, we inhale to lengthen and we exhale to create more space in our body. You ever remember maybe in school where, what's it called? I think I forget what it's called, but we have to do those like tests in gym. I think it's like presidential or something like that. And they make you do the sit and reach, and they're like, take a deep breath in and then exhale and reach. That's because when you exhale, you're creating, your body becomes a little more elastic and you're making space to go. So the inhale is important and the exhale to move into the stretch is really important. And you'll start to pick up, like in yoga, we go inhale, we lengthen, exhale, we fold. Inhale, we do our halfway lift, exhale, we fold down into our push-up. So you'll notice when we exhale, it's when we're stretching or closing the body. All right, then you're gonna release when you're ready. Left leg out, right leg in. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. If you can't touch your toes, find your knee. If you need to bend the knee, that's fine too. Hi. They're upstairs. And then bring the soles of your feet together and fold forward. Yeah, I'm done in like 2 minutes. And then when you're ready, slowly release and come down to your back. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Massage the lower back. Take your arms into a T, knees in a 90-degree angle. Drop your knees to the right. A little bit of a spinal twist. Slowly come back to center. Exhale, drop your knees to the left. Come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest and then Shavasana. Again, you can take your Shavasana any way you want. Legs can be long, arms can be long, knees can be bent, or you can roll over to your side. So we'll just do it for about 30 seconds. And if you'd like to take your Shavasana any longer, just go ahead and click the video off and you can do it for as long as you want. And then when you're ready, just turn the video back on. So relax the body. Focus on the breath if you can. And then begin to bring more awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe reach your arms over your head or stretch your legs out long. Hug your knees into your chest and then roll over to your side. And slowly come up to your most comfortable seat. Just take a moment to notice how your body feels now. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Draw your hands to your center. Thank yourself and your body for your yoga practice today. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye center, together bowing forward in gratitude, we all say Namaste. Thank you guys very much. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and remember to do your after journal, writing about whatever. All right, see you next time.